of sitting around with this trash, so we're filming an Empties video. Hello friends, hi. My name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it, and sometimes I do feel that I'm a literal raccoon hoarding makeup trash. Someone on Reddit made a thread and said, isn't it so weird that we are collecting trash just to brag about how much we successfully consumed? Like a couple of years ago, this wouldn't have been a thing. You would have been expected to finish things. And you would have been expected to not hoard the empty packaging. It really did make me feel a bit strange about this practice. Like, why am I bragging that I finished things? Isn't it the normal state of things to, you know, buy them, finish them, get your money's worth? But I do feel that in our hyper-consumeristic society, we keep buying more and more, neglecting the old stuff, and eventually we have to find whatever gamification of life there is to convince ourselves to finish our stuff and not be attracted by the new instead of just, you know, using one of each at a certain point. Anyway, I'm not going to look too much into it. Let's start the video. Let's help me talk about these so I can finally throw them the fuck away. Let's start with makeup removers and cleansers. So I've got a couple of makeup wipes. Makeup wipes are not great to take your makeup off, but I do enjoy them when I do Instagram looks to just take stuff out in between. And also at the gym, before I do my workout, I take my makeup off. I don't want that junk mixing with sweat. I already have hormonal acne issues. I don't want to exacerbate that with regular acne. I've got 4 makeup wipe packages. These are the Nivea MicellAir Skin Expert. These are nice. They're really wet and juicy. They are great with waterproof-ish makeup. So stubborn makeup, stubborn mascara seems to do really well when taken off with these. I've been really enjoying them. Will probably repurchase. Then we've got the Nivea SkinBreathe MicellAir Rose Water ones, which are great for light makeup days, but if you've got something heavier, I don't think these do the trick. But they're okay. They're just not okay when you want to do a bit more than, you know, just some little something, a little no makeup, a little work makeup, you know what I'm saying? Then my favorites. These are the Garnier Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Wipes. Oh, I love them. I've been loving oil infused stuff, oil infused cleansers, oil infused makeup wipes lately. They are superior. I have dry skin for reference. When I use these, not only does it take my makeup off, but I also feel that they leave a layer of hydration and a layer of something that is not stripping on my face. So I really have enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed feeling clean and plump and hydrated like a freshly watered rose. And another cleanser was the Bottega Verde Rosa Mosqueta del Chile face cleanser, which this one is really nice. And I initially stopped using this because I thought it broke me out. And then I started using the Cerave one and I kept getting breakouts. And then I switched to a Sephora Collection one and I kept getting breakouts. Moment in which I was like, you know, I don't think it's the skincare that's causing it. So I googled it a bit and guess what? It's hormonal and I'm going through second puberty, and so I do like this. I will repurchase eventually because it's super cheap. I love Bottega. I love their formulas. I love their presentation, their aesthetic. They make me feel fancy. They remind me a lot of my mother and the types of products that my mother uses, and it's comforting for me because I don't get to spend a lot of time with my mother, so anything that reminds me of her for me is really, really nice to have. For face creams, which should tell you that it's been a while since my latest Empties video, I've got 2 Yves Rocher Sensitive Vegetale creams, and I've got 2 of these just because there was a 1+1 offer. And I was like, you know what, I'm out of face cream. This is nice. It was recommended by friends. Why the fuck not? It's free. And this is nice, yes, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. This is a pure cream formula. What I like are gel-based things because they sink into my dry skin better. This was okay, not great, not terrible, but it didn't impress me enough to make me repurchase it. I got the Pupa Milano Hydra Revolution cream, which was an impulse buy, which is idiotic to do with skincare. Do not. This did absolutely nothing. I used it mostly as primer underneath makeup for a bit of hydration, but it honestly didn't do enough for my dry skin to warrant repurchasing it. It was also sort of expensive, so I'm cursing at myself, but we all gotta learn from our mistakes sooner or later. Then we've got a mini of the Believe the True Cream Aqua Bomb. This is very nice. I've also had a full size of this at a certain point. Not my fave, but it's up there. It's really good, and this sample size lasted me about a month. I took it with me on a trip. It was really great for that. I do think it's nice for my dry skin in the summer, but not in the winter time. There's another variation of this specifically for dry skin that I find works best for me in the winter, but I found another cream that I really like, and that is the Clinique Moisture Surge, and I think that one is going to be my holy grail from now on, because I'm going to stop switching skincare because it's not good for the skin. I usually don't talk about makeup removers, but this is amazing. This is the Cutex nail polish remover in the Nourishing variant. This, like, I kept buying cheap nail polish remover because I was like, it's the same, but it's not the same. Like, if before I had to rub several times on each finger to get the nail polish off, with this I was like, done. It was amazing. I felt the "A Whole New World" song play in my head when I first used this, and they got some brand loyalty from me. I repurchased this, like another variant of it, because this wasn't in the store, but yeah, something else from Cutex. Good shit. More face stuff. Ugh. This is the Alverde Bio Wildrose oil. This was great. This is a great oil, very hydrating. I loved it. I've been using it for the past 2 winters. The only downside, and why I won't repurchase, is that the packaging gets disgusting so quick. It catches on every stray hair, every stray fiber. It just grosses me the fuck out. And I'll find a better oil that doesn't catch every stray cat hair in my house, and I've got 3 cats. You can imagine the horrors that I've encountered on this packaging. I've got the Yves Rocher SPF sunscreen, which doesn't have a packaging anymore, like the outer thing, the label, because I've just kind of peeled it off. This was really nice. I used it all summer. It's a bit greasy, but because it's greasy, it's also a bit hydrating. So I've enjoyed using it. And now I'm using the Avene one because it's like a cult favorite and I do enjoy it. But I do recommend this for a more budget-friendly option if you've got dry skin. If you've got oily skin, I think this would make makeup slip off your face. I also have this Sephora Vitamin C Booster D'éclat Luminizing Booster. This doesn't actually say how much vitamin C it has. It says that it's a vitamin C derivative. This is the 2nd bottle of this that I've got, or the 3rd, something like that. I use this in between seasons to just renew my skin and just make it look fresher and better. Use this at night because vitamin C in the morning and in the day can cause a bit of solar sensitivity. I'm sure that there are better vitamin C serums on the market, but the only thing with which this one won me over is that the first one that I tried, the first one that I liked, so I don't have any curiosities to try other ones. I've also got a hand cream. This is the Sephora Collection Tangerine Hand Balm. This smells really nice, but it doesn't hydrate much. It's just something like a hand polish. Something that you can use to make your hands look nice and smell nice and maybe just hydrates them a bit, but it's not a heavy duty player. Let's switch to Future Mia and all of the makeup empties, which are plentiful. Future Mia here. Let's get talking about makeup empties because I've got quite a few. You can see that I've not done this type of video for a while simply because of the amount of empties that I have. Let's start with repurchases. I've got two of the Essence Make Me Brow. This is a beauty guru favorite for a reason. This is a great, inexpensive eyebrow gel that keeps my brows in place and the color is perfect. I've got so much mascara. So, these Sephora V for Volume in... whatchamacall these? Okay, they don't have the names on them, but the blue and burgundy ones. I don't technically... I'm not sure if I should count these as empties because I've been using them sporadically for the past 2 years, which is disgusting. Hence why I decided to finally throw them away. These were my color mascaras of choice. I love using them on the lower lash line in particular, but this is a great formula. Other colored mascaras, I found that they kind of kept kind of crunchy on the lashes while still not giving enough color on them. But these, just one swipe, one color from the very first coat. They were absolutely gorgeous. I'll probably repurchase eventually when I get in the mood to use colored mascara again. I've not been in that mood for a while. So these are getting old. I don't want an eye infection. I'm blind as a bat as is. The least that I need is pink eye. So yeah, these are going, but I consider them empties. They've been loved. This is the Essence You Better Work mascara, and I bought this because of Paulina Beauty. Unfortunately, I really don't like this as much as she does. Somehow it made my eyes itch. It felt heavy and I liked the effect, but it just made my eyes feel so uncomfortable. I kind of forced myself to use it, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. And there's the Catrice Rock Couture mascara, which I actually bought because of Samantha March. And this is beautiful. This is a very inexpensive, great drugstore volumizing mascara. I really do recommend it. Didn't flake, didn't smudge, didn't clump. Really great mascara. We have the Maybelline Snapscara, which is just my favorite lengthening mascara. No volume, no curl, but by God, it makes my lashes look so long, infinitely long. I can't wait to repurchase this eventually. I have other mascaras in rotation and I don't want to have too many at the same time, but this was lovely, would recommend. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Moonstone, and I am so done with this. I had this in like 2 project pans. Just this piece of shit would not die. Okay, it's not a piece of shit. It's actually a really great illuminating primer, but I do feel that it went off. I use this as an illuminating primer. I use this as a liquid highlighter. I use this as a highlighting base. This was so multi-use. This was amazing. I loved it. It took me a while to learn to love it, and I think that was basically because of my technique. I just slathered it all over my face, thinking it was something like the Milani Prime Light or the e.l.f. Glow Lotion, but no, this is best used just on the cheeks, not all over the face. At least for my dry skin, if I used it all over the face, it tended to make everything look cakey. I would repurchase if I ever found something that is like half this size. The holy grail of holy grails. I've lost count how many times I've repurchased this. I know you guys are sick of hearing about it, and if you're new, you will soon become sick of hearing about it. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage, and my color of choice is 010 Porcelain. Medium to high coverage. Hydrating, but not too hydrating. This looks great with applied with your fingers, applied with a brush, applied with a beauty blender, applied under your eyes, applied under spots. looks amazing when you just let it set a bit. It heightens the coverage that it has. A few warnings that I was made aware of by subscribers. This has a scent. I can't feel it for shit, but it's there apparently. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, just be wary of that. The shade range is not great, unfortunately. And also, this isn't, this looks great on me. I'm 20 something. A subscriber of mine that's in her 40s, she said that she also has dry skin like me, but this didn't work at all for her under the eyes. So something to be wary of as well. The Maybelline Brow Precise Brow Filler. Amazing brow filler. Amazing. The applicator is a bit strange and it's got like a learning curve to it. This is how it looks like. It looks like a paddle. But it's really nice. It's really coloring and filling, and I feel that this is a great option for those of you guys that want a bit more volume in your brows, a bit more color, a bit more oomph. Like when I used this, I sometimes felt that I didn't need to use a brow pencil except in the bald spots up here. By far the best hydrating primer I've ever tried. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Fresh It Up. I've tried others, but you know what? I keep missing this one. I just need to find it again in the drugstores here. This is amazing. It's like a light moisturizer. It makes makeup sit so nicely on it. It's just such a gorgeous primer. I've heard it's very similar to the Smashbox primerizing water. I don't know what it is, but it's too expensive and I don't want to buy that, even though I know it's good, because I know there is this and our love is true. The Catrice Slim Matic Ultra Precise Pencil. It's a very thin, fine point type of pencil, completely gone, of course, because that's why it's in an empty. I really liked this, but it was fine. I can't say it was great. I can't say it was terrible. A solid 3.6 on the Diatov scale. I don't think I'll repurchase. I found others that I like better than this one, but it was okay. It was okay. I've got the Alverde Overnight Caffeine Serum for the lashes. It's nice. It's got like a strong fragrance. Even I felt it. I don't understand why you would put something like this in a thing that's supposed to go on your lashes. But it was really nice. I've noticed that lashes were falling less. That they looked a bit longer, they looked a bit more voluminous, so I might repurchase. Then this is the Alverde Lash Booster, which is just disgusting. It's full of cat hair. This is supposed to be used like a liner on top of your lashes, like on the lash line, to promote growth. I didn't see any changes. I just felt like I did it for nothing. So yeah, I don't think I'll repurchase this one. I've got a bunch of perfumes. Dior Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, which I'm in love with this one. It's very classy. It's like a princess type of perfume, very floral, very expensive, so I'll just keep hunting down sample sizes of this one. Dior Joy, which is also a princess perfume, but it's like princess before coronation type of perfume. It's still floral, but a bit deeper, a bit more towards the night type of perfumes, but without being too heavy or ostentatious. Also great perfume. I've also got L'Ive Irrésistible by Givenchy. Also floral, but more fresh. Not very fresh, but still a bit fresher than the previous ones. Also great perfume. I've added it on my wish list to get a full size of this one eventually, when I finish a couple of the ones I already have. Douglas Jazzy Dream. What a disappointment. You know, when you're in the store and you've got everything that you need to buy and you're waiting in line, and there's that part of the register which has all sorts of tiny shit that prey on your impulse monkey brain part of things. This was one such purchase, because I read the notes on the package, I smelled it, it smelled nice, the notes were something that I quite like. The problem is, it did not react well with my skin's pH at all. It ended up smelling from floral fresh to spicy, and not the good kind of spicy, the spicy that was a bit peppery. So I didn't love this. I ended up using it up in part of a project pan. I used it on my hair. I used it on my clothes. So everything but the skin. Then Elisab Rose Couture. A very beautiful, gentle, feminine, floral perfume. Rose-based, of course. This is an absolutely lovely perfume, but I don't think I love it as much as others that I've tried, such as the Nina Ricci red one or the Davidoff Cool Water Rose or something like that in the pink bottle. It was great. I loved using it. I don't think I'll repurchase it though. And we're done. We're done with all of my trash. Thank fucking God I can finally throw it out. It was just getting so cluttery in the whatchamacallit drawer where I put these. So I can't wait to actually throw it out and start hoarding the next empties. You guys so much for watching. Let me know, have you finished any makeup, skincare, perfumes recently? I love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have a great evening, morning, second breakfast, whatever it is where you're from. Bye.